Nanado nebedi enim edi akodru ho. Because Kamala Harris ba obey and obey or the niema miensa and aba so far. Niema mienu and so far yemede ewumu. Ba kwa anye nyina de. Ni edi kan or the an announcement of $100 million. And abetu yenim. Se ba obey ombe boy economy no. Even though minimum prefer say sikano ye de shana na donsa enya dia ye etimanfo benya ho mfaso. But I am impressed because minimum say yama yetimu yi. Se nyame andom ye na say economy ne crash ya. There are lots and lots of gold of that. It be abebo ama ye nye sika de egu ye economy ne modie. I'm always for it. In the $100 million or say omode ba no. Ye manumu ye jenso na ebonsem eda omu nyina ase so omo akaye ni etosu mienu eye the announcement say the US ebe maye a country director to safeguard sika omode ba no into ono ankasa say ombe sene a country director in the form of a treasurer. Oba be boa ye finance minister no na was so economy no mu kena because they are disappointed in the figures they are seeing on the radar. Omo ankasa jetum na chese ye kan yeke nipa mienu na ebo IMF ebe my country director Kenya ni ba ko oba be boa finance minister no US nso ama nipa ba ko ono so ba Obeboa finance minister. It clearly tells you that the US and all international communities say your finance minister ne abanya omudi enim and de yeka nsemi omunye omo ometima boa ye mai nti $100 million omudi be ma ye numpo omudi obi be di echiri na nipa na ba obehwe na e design sika no e de abodwuma amatemanfo eno so yeda na se because ye nim say so mo amfa sa nipa na mba sika na omuso omode ma ye no enya de omode be bibi papa e wo mai mu ade etoso miensa a enu nti minua panyi ebuafu no say almost homosexuality LGBTQI++++ na say na chese Mugabe mi amete hi and sorry na say wo cameraman na say and
checks am say $100 million no
yes
for 5 African countries
exactly
oh di yebo de nya bi
Ibenya 20.
Ewomu.
That's what my brother said.
Not just $20 million no more de maya no pono. Omudi obi di echiri aba. $20 million. The Americans are wise and don't waste their money on renting a private jet for £14,000 an hour. Omo fa say sika na mbemao. Na de echi also ko hwe UEFA Champions League finals between Liverpool and Tottenham. And went to one private jet £18,000 an hour. Omo fa mao. They would let somebody come and monitor. Mugabe, ni etoso miensa intia mamene baye. But after all these discussions, I'll tell you the true reason intia mamene baye. Many people do not know. The third one intia baye na say also homosexuality. E was say ejitum. Na anti-gay bill na eda mrashebedwum no. E was say etwum. And you see, they be ya kasem ya na nado ene they are local braggarts so omu local champions so be kaya nanado kotena Al Jazeera ye bisa no tumu nsem sebi or say it is bound to happen in this country oba ye oko nkoko sensewom Anglican Church so be kaya okojina clergy for nenim eka say there is nowhere Trumu no ombe jetum e wo mayimu okay
yeah he said
it to a local setting a hompo so watch video no mo de betu dwa the video was secretly recorded because na enye video no ankasa state I recorded say omo de ba betu gwa nkofo na teteye. If you have the video of where he said that, play it.
Let me play the Al Jazeera one.
Perfect. With the bonnet into
our discussion. Yako Yokayo Al Jazeera.
Something you said a little earlier on about freedom of expression. So I want to ask you about what is happening in your country and homosexuality, for example, which I believe is illegal and it's punishable. I mean, why is homosexuality still illegal in your country?
these the social, cultural issues, if you like. I don't believe that in Ghana so far a sufficiently strong coalition has emerged, which is having that impact on public opinion that will say, change it. Let's then have a new paradigm in Ghana.
Is that something you would get behind?
I think that it is something that is bound to happen.
Very well.
Did you hear that?
Very well.
I believe it is something that is bound to happen.
Yeah.
But listen to two coordinating sentences or Kawa Al Jazeera, Osaka or Kamala Harris in him. Or say, I don't believe there is any group of people that have risen against homosexuality in Ghana. Kamala Harris by or say a handful of people, there are just a handful of people pushing the anti-gay bill in parliament. If you want, play the tape of Nanado. Two sentences. Not just to Nanado there. One, nipa bebre ni maimwa omuso omumpe LGBT. Not just a majority of people in this country to the president are in support of LGBTQI, and that is because omomote Flagstaff House hono bebre na support sa policy.
NHS speaker bufuno.
That is one. Two, to honor just a handful of individuals and they push the anti-gay bill. Not just say, yeah, interviews and bebre ye, eduabo and bebre abo. Mampenyi di ohun yo. To honor no, just a handful of individuals are in support of this. Na Mugabe ni eni ya me yakesi ya na say, and there ye be da nya ne no. Ye so obi se no kwon do dua. Nti opeso ware dua. Utwem kra. Opese wo tena dua na se kra jin frama kakra. Osi o ene yere. Nti embe ne yere. And there o sorry a obi betima kwache na kra. No de okra no akwa sorry dem. Osi me a megina hei. Me yakwie. Nti me kondo se me ware me a me okra. Nti me di abase mon shira so ma yemie no. This is what Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo cannot look straight into the eyes of Kamala Harris and tell her say memma yi yen jintum and de yen jintum echena. Other presidents have done it. Say be kaya mampenyi Dwamahama eko gina Scottish Parliament e hompo de omo no mo twa no ho ahira ni nyina LGBTQI for. They are promoters of LGBTQI++++. But he looked in their faces and told them say enya de obeje tumu ewo mayimu da until they should forget that influence obeje sa de no tum. Matieti human rights for bebre. Nko for bebre say human rights then why couldn't Nanado tell Kamala Harris say upese LGBT tumu wo so je polygamy tum ewo ukrom. If gayism, if lesbianism a human rights activity, polygamy is equally a human rights activity, and it should be legalized in America and legalized in the United Kingdom. So we may have a reconsideration of this, but who mind wouldn't mean say polygamy wrong, polygamy illegal, but you turn around to tell us say bear money or boa, bear money dua, bear money kosia, bear money kramai eda legal, essentially human rights activity. Kofa your holy books for Bible. We had polygamous prophets. For Bible nekai, for Quran nekai, and nobody legalized. Many prophets of God in the Bible had so many wives. Ebi mu krampo de omonya concubines ka ho. But there was one country that decided to legalize trumu. Yeah. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Omoye dem legalize there.
Trumu. Nyame. And God destabilized the country. And people perished because of the anger of God. I know President Akufo-Addo will lead us to the anger of God. I know. Yet Imaimuha, Obeba Nyame, Ebuo Fuyema to the extent that if care is not taken, people will dig and will not find gold. Nanado will cause that. But let me tell you the true reason. There is something called BRICS that is coming up. Many people haven't averted their minds to that. There are two major things Ghana Edebe Bois the NATO in this particular activity. One, your natural resources. As it stands now, Brazil, India, China, any countries or more forms outbreaks now, they have decided to unleash a massive attack on the dollar. And more mube steady the foreign shocks and the forex markets mube who said dollar no bafom. That is because the Chinese have decided to throw away their dollars. The Indians have decided to throw away their dollars. And the black market neko interview all those aboji fono. They'll tell you that in the last 2-3 weeks there have been lots of dollars from Saudi Arabia into the country. Omujim. And Saudi is part of that. BRICS.
Saudi
is part of it. Yes. So now let me tell you, they have decided to release the dollar and to trade. So the Chinese have decided to say ombe trade in omo currency. That is the yen. And that is the first attack they want to unleash on NATO in support of Russia. Putin. Because they say international courts are passing say yenchi Putin untum. So they want to unleash that attack on the dollar in America.
Can it happen?
So Kamala Harris, realizing that Saudi for eto raw materials and raw ornaments like gold from countries like Ghana. Ghana soka omo United States agreement any Paris club ni kaka honanti. They will come and assure us say ombe convince the Paris club to forgive us of our debts. Then they'll then lead us, okay, into hoarding all our mineral resources. In the last 3 weeks, if you've studied, all private gold exporters, there's been a law that you cannot export gold any longer. Mugabe there's been a law. The government has decided say gold for oil now. These were orchestrated plans because they saw what was going to happen. And there, who did you? You are seeing it very good. Breaks debates expansion as Iran, Saudi Arabia seek entry. Have you seen that?
Go down and read.
Read it.
More than a dozen countries.
I'll tell you people that raise
interest in membership.
Have you seen that?
Now, CIA can say Iran and Saudi Arabia are joining. And they say more countries are expressing interest.
So a lot of gold dollars are coming in for Saudi into the country. They are throwing it away.
They don't need it.
They don't need it. And Kamala Harris, you think of it. What have we done?
This is
so beautifully. Say Kamala Harris, baby, did about 4 days, 3 days. Yes, or talk Cape Coast Castle or they did. If you remember, all former presidents who came into Ghana, they spent hours. This woman is spending days in this country,
business,
and promising us things, assuring us. What secret meetings is she having with President Akufo?
Now, as we speak, President to the US.
Oh, you understand it? And yeah, no, the private jet not travel the longest distance so far. And once that is one reason why she came. So that yes, we are gold, no. So won't be exported. So the government will put all together and will force Saudi Arabia to still deal with us in the dollar currency. That will make Americans stronger. 1, 2. So in 2017, there was a US base that was brought into the country. Okay, say a demonstration. Say we don't want a US base in this country. The whole sub-Saharan, Ghana, and a US base. Many people do not know that. In the last 6 years, Yanya US soldiers that have been training our local soldiers. Bako ewa daboya, metese nano angels be about.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah, in the savannah.
They have been pretentiously training young soldiers for and working closely. There is no barracks today in Ghana where we don't have US Army. They claim it's an exchange program. But you have been training. Who training soldiers for the past 4 years. Oh, yeah, training by now, mom. And they are there. So she's coming to revisit our US base now. In the likelihood, say there's going to be any exchange between the NATO and Russia in the sub-Saharan, Ghana will be a center for the launch of missiles.
You're dead.
And that is why the US Air Force, Ghana 3 weeks ago, it had been packed at the airports. On Wankasaiba, you had 2 helis of military arsenal and a Air Force about 3 weeks ago, no, every day they were offloading things from it. What were they offloading?
Hey.
And what were they taking to the bases?
Wow.
Inti Mugabe, and we in the NDC will expose them. Yebeka Magana Fuate, Adrian Fieta Omochi. Omodi Kamala Harris, yes, we are impressed. Omama Nkrofo Koshia. People are welcoming her, waving her. But our country is becoming a danger spot. And in the coming days, so Putin, any breaks for you, if they're able to put themselves together and face the NATO, they will shoot bullets at America. Because let me tell you, America need any exchange base. They have planted them in other countries. So that when they are going to enlist and in battle, so Bekaya World War, they were not firing at countries. They were firing at bases. Until Russia would target a US base. Not because they want to target Ghana, but because they want to target a base in Ghana. And when it comes, Kamala Harris will not be in Ghana to take the bullets. She will be in the United States, in the White House. Menewo, Mugabe Maase, and Ebetina Krumoha. Abre, no more de breye. But inshallah, we will fight it. Mekano will happen face. Yabaku etia, adrin fi, adrin bonieta, nanado, adrinechi. He feels that he may not be president again. 79. He feels that by the time Anyamanakanu 2 years, but you have legalized deadly weapons into this country. Air Force and General Airport. Every day they are offloading goods. Every day, my angels don't call. Don't you go and see what they are offloading? Every day, almost 1 year, a good tracks or so. And then Kamala Harris, all by the fertilizer, but they are putting things in packaging things. Nobody is investigating them. If you watched the video, Kamala Harris, an arrival, no, even Ghanaian military soldiers, and they gave them spaces. Air Force. No? What were they offloading? We will see. Because that is where the soldiers are. And we've seen many trucks heading for Daboya. Kamala Harris, Oba Yawako Daboya. Other no more than free Air Force, Neko Daboya. Who would expose it to Mugabe? My angels, Mugabe, Momunyejuma.
Sir, Afrina Maba. Higher Power 97.9 FM Sazona live on TVSYZ. Inside Politics, Median Wasugusu, with the emphasis, like I say, Enfama, a power specialist, Eba Hospital, Madam Roma, Seba, say, yes, Ayarisa, say, sciatica, say, a year bone fracture, and now say, hepatitis B, and I how will be a good to be, will be a war breast problems, Ninano. What they call power specialist about hospital. Omo ebebo ye papa na omo di no bibiri na dia bedwa so ye cough care heba mesa no eboa ema obi a wo bo wa kohukohu eyi nyina afi ho edema ye wo edu ya heba tonic a eno eboa eyi mujafi ni nyina afi eye ni peduarum ye wo eye jirikajiri heba mesa jirikajiri ni dia wo heba mfani agro jirikajiri be ma pese wugina wona so se ugochuku ekofa ni yiri free Nigeria ba yi jiri kajiri na aboa ne papa amase ugochuku oba we se wono so asebi jiri kajiri ene die biajatum se jiri kajiri ne die ye ana Malik Ekan we se jiri kajiri no wono so ajatum Malik ye Basantali ya ono the Deputy National Communication Officer of the NDC wono so ajatum se jiri kajiri no bo aduma papa sa so ena Kevin Asante Head of Engineering, SWAZ Broadcasting, was say, hey, we can need a muga, Jirikajiri, Munchemi, baby, a menya biato, Kevin, Mr. Hebasho Bia, Ramubia, Benya Biato. Na Jirikajiri, one member, Mumujina, 3 points over Jenna Pepe. Aduya, a year, Maladas, no, and we should be to malaria and everywhere, Ediamo. Power specialist, a Chinaquine. Ewo nkra ewo kwabenya ACP Quantempono so yewo ye power bus stop wo pe takwade yewo Anaji Estate Custom Studio no so ye ne singa washing bay na edi ehwani mu Kumasi yewo ye free yase ye ne Jezbo filling station no na edi ehwani mu ewo Aputoja Continental Quantempono so free na oni adwetwe nkomo 0244 544 422 ana 0200 383831 ofre ya Power Specialist Eba Hospital ye beje so you will go in another room at cheka hobi and a digimedi ede brewo ewo TVSYZ and a Power 97.9 FM ye na filling station say twa she organina and so efa mama tanko a studio na ye ne empany for enfa komotwetwe ne ensa say zatamoji wada room yenkwai
yo moga ya samba bio in fact so me share topic we na metia fiti sa dana ye nuanom na ewo parliament you see Muga let's
say revenue bill abeto tie hwede omesai
you see there's one thing they should understand MPs now parliament
more fire
they are not better than us we can equally decide to go to parliament. Some of them, we know they've been contested for regional deputy youth. They had 0. Because their constituency, they won by only 16 vote difference.
Yeah.
And by the grace, Usan Koy and we win by 16. If you say a BIR or representative party, yeah. National Democratic Congress. Ujina honum na uwo edebe umbrella na sentino. Na say omo same one kasano. Etibi putu everything edi bibia edebe edito from ne baba yedwuma edema party. Na say nyankopon any branches na 19 tama omo beje 1979 revolution time no buy ebi nuki so ikitam achechera mark chance and then see omo na ase because there's no money to buy Wellington boots. Na say omutimi edwa mo yam kom san awomba na ne yenya sike des number ni bebre aba be branch executives. Na say yakwa koshia atwa bama mo say mo nko parliament. Na nya fe am ho ye na enye bibi na mode mu bibi because you cannot ebinum na sidi omuni mo ye ni mo no mu ni hwe wo mo. Na say mo de akona the whole party ni de yenre e de ahye mu say kone ko gina honom na farmer party no. Kone ko gina homa a Ghana for kone ko kan bi o honom e de be enfa mayen